Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how you're going to be accessing your work for Phase 3 of our distance learning. All of your work from Phase 3 is going to be done in Google Classroom for your math classes. So I'm starting here in my Google Classroom, and you can see I have a whole bunch of classes, but I'm going to click Grade 7 Math because that's the one we're going to be working with today. So when you get to your Google Classroom, click on the correct class, and then you'll get to your stream. On your stream, you might see the assignment for today. So it says that there's posted a new assignment. I can click on that to access my work. This gets me to all the directions I need, and it gives me to the Google Slides that I'm going to be working with. The other way that you can get to your work is from your classroom homepage, go to Classwork, and click on that first assignment. When I click View Assignment, it gets me to that same page where it has the directions and the slides. Once you've accessed your assignment, you're going to want to open the Google Slides because that's the work for each day. Once you're in Google Slides, you're going to work through edit mode because all of the things that you're going to complete are going to be done right within these slides. So you'll see you've got directions on the slide, you have a to-do list, and you're going to work through each slide as you're completing each step of this process. So the second slide here, after my title slide, is asking me to solve some equations. You can see that there's a box here that says record your solution here. So once I read all the directions, I look at the example, I'm going to solve that equation, and to write my answer, I'm going to double click inside that box. If I want to, I can delete those directions and just type my answer, or I can write right underneath it. Either way, I want to make sure that I'm typing inside the box to get my answer. Now, you may accidentally delete the text box that you're trying to work in. You have two options to fix this problem. The first is you can hit undo and your text box will come back. The other is that if you ever need to, you can use the text box tool here and you can just create a new one. So once you finish your second slide, you'll move on to the third one. You'll see again you have directions and you have a text box to write in. So you'll double click and record your response. Most of your slides are going to look just like that. You've got some type of example, you've got directions, and then you have boxes where you're going to write your answers. Some of your slides are going to have a video for you to watch. It's right in the slides, but you're going to need to click on that play button to be able to watch the video. Once you've watched the entire video, you have a notes page that you can click on that'll help you work on your following slides. This notes page is something that you can go back to, that you can look at it as an example, but it's going to match whatever's in the video. You may also have a slide that looks something like this. There's an activity name, there's some directions, and then there's a link for each teacher. So you're going to click on the link for your teacher. So if I'm one of Mrs. Lafferty's students, I'll click on her name, and it'll bring me to somewhere else that I'm going to do some work. Once I'm in there, I'm going to follow all the directions and work within this separate window. The reason you have to click your own teacher name is that your teacher can see your results. Then you'll continue to click through your slides. You'll record answers by double-clicking in the boxes that need answers. And then you might get to a slide that looks like this. On this slide, you're again going to click the link for your teacher, but this time it's going to bring me to a Google form. That Google form is going to have some questions to answer. You'll write all your answers in, and then at the end you'll hit submit so that you can turn in that exit ticket or whatever that assignment is. As you're working through the slides, you're going to follow the directions on each slide. You're going to make sure you're writing inside of the boxes. And if you have a question or you need help, let's say I'm working in this slide and I'm not sure what to do, I can click that comment button and I can add a comment to this slide to ask a question. So I might write, I need help with this. And then when my teacher is looking through the slides, they're going to see this and they can write a comment back to you. So all of your days are going to work in the same format. You're going to work within the slides, following directions, and editing those text boxes. The last step before I'm done for the day is to turn in my work. If I've worked through all of my slides, I've checked everything over, I've recorded in all the text boxes, I need to make sure I go back to Google Classroom and turn in. So I'm going to close out of my slides and I'm back at that assignment page that I started at. Now you have 2 days for each assignment, so you do not have to submit after the first day. If you work a little bit, take a break, come back the next day, you're going to click back into the slides to be able to continue to work. But if you're all done, not planning on going back to it, and you want to make sure your teacher knows that, you're going to hit this turn in button. Once you hit that turn in button, it's going to tell your teacher that you're all set, you're ready for them to look at your work, to correct it, and to give you a grade. You may be looking to add something extra so that your teacher can maybe see your scrap paper, see some work that you completed. You would do that with this add or create button. Either way, when you're totally finished, you're going to hit turn in so that your teacher knows you're ready for them to look at it.